What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You'll return to subscribe as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, in my live stream last night, and shout out to everybody that attended and showed support, we talked a little bit about the Kada Scott situation and how crazy it is that you get a lot of people out here that don't care about themselves or care about other people and want to be terrorists in the street, terrorizing others that are out there doing the best they can to make the most of themselves, while this person or persons that terrorizes people do their best to be their worst. Now, we've been covering this story all week, and the longer this thing goes, the more hope dwindles that this young lady will be found alive and safe. Because for some reason they're saying she still may be alive, even though this catfish face son of a bitch over here, 21-year-old Keon King, with a history of stalking behavior and violence against women, remains locked up on $2.5 million bond. Now, it's been a big thing about this. The city of Philadelphia has been hopeful that she has a safe return, even though this guy's locked up and not saying nothing. He's not cooperating. Mum's the motherfucking word. This is outrageous. I myself have a daughter, and I applaud her father and mother because they get on camera and they are just as braver than me, because I would be at my wit's end. And reason why I'm showing this, I'm going to show you a series of videos. Yet last night in the live stream, I told you the justice system is all about money. And no matter what is different rungs on the ladder of the justice system, being the cash cow that it is, and one hand a lot of times doesn't know what the other hand is doing. And I will prove that to you in this video. But for now, take a look at what's going on. Today's the 2-week mark. 2 weeks that this young lady's been missing after being taken from a job. More information has come out. Come to find out, she went on a date with someone hours before she disappeared. And more information has come out. This is a heartbreaking case. In the description box, I put her GoFundMe out. You know what I'm saying? Earlier this morning, I contributed myself. And if anybody you know is really interested in the video, in the case, and wants to lend some support, anything helps, man. You know, let's rally around the family of this young girl. Hopefully she will come home safe. But I mean, it's just messed up that nowadays this is the way the world is, in a country that's supposed to be getting better with each election, and lawmakers supposedly making places safer, which is bullshit. I told you before, the justice system's a cash cow, and I'm about to prove it to you. Look.
Fox 29 News has learned that 21-year-old Keon King has an active protection from abuse order against him, recently from a third young female, in effect until 2027. That's in addition to the multiple kidnapping and related charges he's being held on $2.5 million bail on now in the disappearance of Kada Scott and the prior kidnapping case from earlier this year that was dismissed initially by the Philadelphia District Attorney's Office. It was refiled this week after King's arrest in the Kada Scott case.
Carry call the cops.
Philadelphia police sources tell me this video, posted on social media and shared widely following King's arrest this week, is part of the evidence in the first kidnapping case, dismissed by the DA's office, showing him walk up to the victim's window.
Keon out here.
Law enforcement sources tell me King was also a suspect in a prior rape case involving yet another woman, adding more to their belief that King has a pattern of very bad behavior with women. Sources tell me investigators found Kada's glasses, her iPad case, and her cell phone case, along with her bank card, in the search of this no longer used Philadelphia public school building yesterday. That's 2.5 miles, mostly down Stanton Avenue, from where she worked and was last seen. While King hasn't been as cooperative as detectives would like, sources tell me the young man that she was on a date with the night she was last seen did cooperate. She went on a date here to Topgolf Saturday night, arriving home at 9:45 p.m., just 5 minutes before her mother saw her leave for work. That young man told police how easily approachable Kada is, based on how he met her by just rolling down his car window and was able to easily strike up a conversation with her.
This is day 12 of Kada not being with us. And as you know, each day the desperation grows.
Kada's father on Good Day Philadelphia for the second straight morning, hoping to keep the public on alert for her, brought his two brothers with him, hoping to reach the person who may know King and may know what happened after police say she got into King's car.
There's one person out there that is a good friend of his that, you know, has a heart. And you know, understands the severity of this and speaks up.
Dad Kevin Scott wearing his daughter's name on his hooded sweatshirt over his heart, hoping someone watching with a good heart will hear him.
Let my daughter go. Bring my daughter back home. She has loved ones, family, friends that all care about her. She has a bright head on the shoulders, a great future. You know, people make mistakes. If she's alive and breathing, you know, just get her back home, you know?
We want her home.
At the Criminal Justice Center, Steve Keeley, Fox 29 News.
First at 5, new evidence in the Kada Scott case.
Well, the search has been ongoing now for nearly 2 weeks, and investigators say the suspect in her disappearance may have even had more victims. Thank you so much for joining us, everyone, this evening. I'm Natasha Brown.
And I'm UQ Washington. District Attorney Larry Krasner updated reporters a little more than an hour ago. He addressed a question so many people are asking. Why was the suspect not tried on similar charges in a previous case? Chief Investigative Reporter Joe Holden is outside the DA's office right now with the district attorney's response. Joe, good evening.
Yuki, Natasha, good evening. So lots of pressing questions for District Attorney Larry Krasner. Of course, our focus is also on the fact that it is, make that 2 weeks ago tomorrow night that Kada Scott vanishes. Police now saying she vanishes because of a man named Keon King. He is charged in her kidnapping as well as stalking and other counts. Now, the district attorney telling reporters a short time ago they have information suggesting there could be more victims in this connected case to Keon King, and they are asking for members of the public to call investigators. Now, there were also many questions why charges were withdrawn against Keon King twice prior. He's now being held on $250,000 cash bail on kidnapping, stalking, and other charges. The DA said there were better decisions that should have been made. He also said the decision not to refile charges was an incorrect one, and his office has to own that. King had previously been charged with strangulation, burglary, and kidnapping. Again, charges were withdrawn because prosecutors say the victim and witnesses did not appear for hearings in those cases. The DA blamed some of this on the cash bail system. I asked specifically why his office didn't either ask to modify or increase Keon King's bail. I also asked him if his office is using any leverage to obtain information from Keon King. It will be a two-part answer. Take a listen to Larry Krasner.
You have the option of trying to do what is often a midnight or 3 o'clock in the morning telephonic appeal to a municipal court judge. The unfortunate reality of this is that some, but not all of these judges don't want you calling them in the middle of the night. And if you do, they lower the bail. They don't raise it. They don't leave it. They lower it. So it is always a complex strategic decision.
Why is that? Why would they lower the bail? Because of a phone call?
Because they don't want to be awakened in the middle of the night, because they don't want appeals. What I can tell you is that every single effort that can be made to help Kada and her family is being made.
An emotional Larry Krasner there. All of this unfolding as the whereabouts of Kada Scott are still unknown. We learned the exact evidence recovered from Ada Lewis Middle School on Wednesday include a cell phone case, bank card, and glasses believed to be Kada Scott's. Police are continuing to go through all of the evidence connected to this case. Now, I just received a response from a spokesperson for the First Judicial Courts of the City of Philadelphia, and the spokesperson tells me, just reading his text message that came in, about those allegations that municipal court judges don't want to take calls in the middle of the night. It says, with all due respect, the DA and his staff know there are assigned municipal and common pleas court judges on call 24/7 and prepared at any hour to address emergency court matters. The statement goes on from there. We will get this at cbsphiladelphia.com. For now, We're live outside the district attorney's office with breaking news. This is Joe Holden, CBS News, Philadelphia.
Thank you, Joe. And police and prosecutors are also asking for the community to step up and help them piece together this puzzle. That can be done by calling 215-686-TIPS if you have any information. We shared that number as well on CBSPhiladelphia.com.
All right, guys, you've seen it. More information. She went to Top Golf with a guy she met that's cooperating with police. She went on a date with the guy. Guy said nice things about her. And went home. 9 o'clock was last time my mom seen her. She went to work. Never seen since. She came across this guy. This is a damn shame. And let's look at this for what it is. The justice system ain't shit. And a lot of these crimes that you see, if you notice, you'll see a pattern in the stories that I do. A lot of times, if they would handle these people for the ferocity of the crimes that they committed in their past, it would save people's lives in the future. This guy should have never got out. In the press conference, they said, the DA said they had $1 million no cash bond for him for that second incident in which he was seen in the videos peeking in the woman's house, where later on when they came outside, he abducted one of the women, assaulted her with his 2-year-old child in the back seat of the car. They would have said, they said if they had gave him that high bond and the judge and them didn't shoot it down, he would have never got out. 10% of $200,000, the initial bond, when they was trying to make it $1 million. See that? Did you see the DA's face when they asked him questions? Did you read his body language? He's like, damn, I got to finish this now that I said it. Judges don't want you waking them up in the middle of the night. And if so, they penalize you for doing your fucking job by lowering the bond because they're mad that you interrupted their fucking beauty sleep. Now, as a judge or any type of high figure in the justice system, you pick that damn job. You like what comes with it, the titles, honorable judge and such and this and that type of shit. But when it come down to really being empathetic to victims that you're supposed to bring justice to, you do fucking nothing. Nothing. You always make it about you. I told you it's game with this. Nobody gets real justice. I can prove it to you again. 2 weeks she been missing. They had this motherfucker since Wednesday. A resume, a devilish shit he do. You can't go and extract information. So he sits in jail all day waiting for somebody to put money on his books. Parked his car at Mama's. That's where it was caught. The car was parked near parking garage close to his mama house. This guy's a father. And he out there terrorizing women for the sheer hell of it, assaulting them. This girl's eyeglasses, phone case, IDs are found, but she's not. And you get these people getting on TV because it's out of their hands because the next run of the ladder they have no control over. Getting on TV looking stupid in front of reporters because they can only answer what they can answer. And it's a damn shame and they embarrassed that they can't tell you anything else because they don't know anything else. But the DA told a little bit of something. Can't wake motherfuckers up from their beauty sleep, even if justice needs to be served. It's a fucking shame. I would revamp this whole shit. That's why I couldn't be president. A lot of motherfuckers lose money. Hell, I wouldn't even get people to fund my campaign because it would cost a lot of people if I got in office. This is bullshit. Time is of the essence. Oh, is it? We don't know if this girl is chained up somewhere or and starving to death or something. But now the DA, they got him. He won't talk, so they got to come to us, the public. Please, if you know something, call, tell us anything. We don't know anything else. Got the FBI involved. And they still making things pleading to the public to help them find this girl. I'm more than sure somebody knows something. When the answer's sitting in a cell right now with his mouth closed, he getting the real justice, protected by the law after doing some lawless shit. And your answer's right there. Go and extract it from his fucking ass. You did that to them prisoners out there in Guantanamo Bay and all that other stuff when you was trying to get ISIS. And you was trying to do this and trying to do that. What about the American people? What about extracting information? If you say every second counts, make it count. Go in there and make this motherfucker talk. I don't think anybody with the history he has and the crimes he's committed and the stuff that he's accused of will have any problem with that. I'm starting to get mad. I just started doing these videos this morning. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Like I said before, GoFundMe is in the description box. If you guys want to, make a contribution, don't matter what it is, let's support the family of Kada Scott and everybody that loved and cared about her. You know what I'm saying? Don't gotta be much, but damn, we need to start rallying around each other, y'all, for real. Whether we directly influenced by something or not. Hell, we watched the videos. Least we could do is show some support.